What's up, guys, and welcome to my review for South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. This is the 25th anniversary. The film just released to 4K Blu ray this past Tuesday. I just got it in the mail today. And I've never seen this movie before, but I'm a South Park fan. So I wanted to watch it. And of course, I was always aware that the song Blame Canada was nominated for Best Original Song at the Academy Awards. So I've heard the song, I've seen clips of the film. I've just not seen the whole film. Now, South Park as a show works as just like really serialized episodes, tiny little, episodes. When they try to do bigger things and, give us specials and stuff, I haven't really seen much of anything of that kind of stuff. The only thing I had a DVD years ago, probably over a decade ago, of The Passion of the Jew, and I can't really remember anything of it, but I remember seeing that and liking it quite a bit. I mean, I like South Park. I like the humor. I like the way that it pokes fun at a lot of things, and it just doesn't care. And this is directed by Trey Parker, who is also, I believe, also one of the co-writers of the film, and he wrote all the songs to the movie as well. The two best songs of the film, Blame Canada, which, like I said, was nominated for the Oscar, and Kyle's Mom's A Bitch. Well, Kyle's the bitch, the big fat bitch, the biggest bitch in the whole wide world. Great song. I've been singing that for years. I didn't know it came from this movie. Some quotes and stuff I had no idea came from this movie. I thought just came from an episode of the show. What's the story of this film? Does it work as a film? Yes, I do think it works as a film, but not all the storylines work for me necessarily. This is the story of the kids wanting to see an R-rated film that's produced from Canada. They are able to see the movie by sneaking in or having a homeless person pay for their ticket, posing as their guardian. They get to see this film with a lot of terrible language, and now they start saying this terrible language, and the parents want to put a stop to it at all costs. And when they realize the root of the problem, which is this Canadian film, the parents start a revolution and a war against Canada. Now, the storyline that didn't work for me in this film is the Satan storyline. Now, I thought it was funny to a brief spoiler, but I thought it was funny how, in the film, in the film that they're watching, that R-rated film that the kids watch, can a fart light, a fire? Kenny tries this and it lights him a flame, and he goes through this crazy surgery and dies. Kenny spends basically the whole entire film in hell. And by the end of the film, he's got to go back to hell, but turns out his good deeds in hell are able to send him to heaven. I don't really understand that. And in the show, after this movie was released, did they just disregard that? The movie came out in 1999. So they have done so many seasons since then to where, I mean, I'm sure they explain, does Kenny come back to Earth? What happens with that? Or maybe, like I said, maybe they disregard it. But the Satan storyline didn't really work for me. It kind of bogged the movie down a little bit. But overall, it does really feel, like South Park because it's from the same creators, obviously. It's not like different people working on it. So the feel is there. And I would say like 85% of the humor worked because, look, this is a feature-length film. They're going to try for humor a lot more than they are in just an episode. You know what I mean? So there's a lot more time. There's a lot more that could do. And it could get very tired, but I don't think it does get tired. I think, like I said, about 15% of the humor doesn't work. But overall, it did work. I like the story. There's actually kind of a heartwarming story that's happening with Kyle and his mother, which I liked, who is basically, I mean, Kyle's mother's basically the villain of the film, if you think about it. But, the movie does work as a feature-length film. It is a little ridiculous at times, the lengths that the story goes with the war between Canada and the US. But overall, I do like this movie. I don't think it's great, but I do think it's good. And I like South Park. I'm a fan of South Park. I'm a fan of the film. The soundtrack is great. And I'm going to give the film 3.5 out of 5 stars. The first time I ever seen it, and I did enjoy it. I like the music quite a bit. I also really like the song that Mr. Garrison, hey, Mr. Garrison, you can suck my balls. I liked the song that he has to the students of, alternative words to use instead of curse words. That was pretty funny. But this is a good film, and I do recommend it if you're a South Park fan. If you're not a South Park fan, this movie's definitely not for you. I mean, it is raunchy it is, I mean, this kind of thing would never come out today. I mean, maybe it would. I mean, South Park still takes shots. I haven't really seen any modern South Park, but I would assume that they're still doing what makes them special. That's why they're still around. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the film. And I also really like the 4K quality. It looks great. The picture is really good. The sound is really good when there's that action scene at the end of the film. The surrounds are great. So that's my thoughts on South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut for its 25th anniversary, guys. Comment down below. What are your thoughts on the film? Are you a South Park fan? Also, you can hit that subscribe button for a bunch of other reviews coming in the future and stuff on the channel already. I've got reviews for every episode of The Acolyte on the channel now, review for Inside Out 2, and a bunch of other stuff that you could check out. And you can also follow me on Twitter and or X at RyanKing72 and Instagram and TikTok at KingOfRises131. That's what it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. And until next time, over and out.